Dude, like, me and Ozzy, he really was called Ozzy because of me. He really changed his name from Oscar to Ozzy because of me. Like, we used to
Oh
be
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
And then
Oh, you knew him?
yeah, we used to be really close, like in 2015.
Yeah.
And then like like in 2016, I found his true colors, but no one believed me. So I got in a big old fight with him. I called him out on it. And I've seen this coming. Like, I knew who he was, just no one believed me. And like
Wait,
all the girls,
you knew he was.
well, I didn't know he was doing like exactly this, but I knew he was a piece of shit. And none of the girls would believe me because, you know, they were like head over heels over him, you know. And you guys know how he was. He flirted with all the girls on Instagram.
Bro, have you told this to anybody? Like, you need to say this, because
Dude,
this is actually
say
important
something.
info.
And
tell your stories.
He was dating this girl, and he like was a dick to her. Like, he made her cry for like a week, and he straight up told her, like, "I rather wish I was dead than meet you." That's what he told her. And I was like, "What the fuck is your problem? Like, why are you being so heartless right now? Like, just because you guys aren't getting along doesn't mean you have to be a dick to her." And I got in a big old fight with him, and I just stopped talking to him. I was like, "Bro, like, you're a piece of shit, and no one really is seeing this." And so I stopped talking to him. I blocked him. He tried to apologize like 2 years later. He texted my phone. He tried to apologize, and I was like, "You know what, dude? I don't need your apology. I don't care for your apology, and I don't want you talking to me." So that was it, and I haven't talked to him since. And then this stuff came out, and in my, like, I see people posting about it. I'm like, "Bro, you guys, it's just, you guys are finally seeing it." But like, this kid has been like this since
You weren't surprised at all.
No, because like, he's a piece of shit. He's always been a piece of shit, and like, he tries to make people feel bad for him. He likes to manipulate, and it's just, some people can see through it, and some people fall for it. And
I gotta be honest with you, man. I think I fell for it because we've had a lot of conversations, and like, I always thought he was somebody who advocated for mental health and, like, spreading positivity and stuff in the community. And for a while I was kind of in and out of the community, so that's when he started, like, becoming really, really prominent. And I was like, yeah, he's cool. I talk to him sometimes, so we're good at we're acquaintances. It's fine. But seeing this stuff come out is like, it's very eye-opening, because a lot of people used to talk very positive about him, even like last month, like before the stuff came out.
How did this come out? How did this come out anyways?
He
girls
tweeted about it.
Yeah, and plus the women started speaking out against it. Against him.
Because I saw that he posted it on Twitter, and I was like, well, that's random. Like, why would you just randomly say that?
And the worst part is, he did it like at 3 a.m. when no one would see it.
Nobody would see it.
That makes it even worse.
And
but
he
like
lives
11
in Arizona,
retweets.
So he has the same time zone as me. So 3 a.m. over here is 6 a.m. Eastern. During quarantine, everyone's asleep that time unless they have to work at 6 a.m. So no one was really going to see it. That's why he did it at middle of the night.
But I didn't see any of this.
So that he can let it out without anyone seeing. But little does he somehow didn't know that has a fan base, and someone was going to see it, and just wasn't being smart, and didn't think that word would get around. So he wasn't really too slick about that.
Yeah, like, how, like, it makes no sense. Like, how did he think like nobody would see it? And like, he posted it, he admitted it. Like, it's not like, and he tried to spin it in a way where it was like, look, guys, my bad, I did it. It's completely my fault. But somehow, some way, try to understand. Like, he was trying to like make it a spin on it in a way that it would look positive somehow.
Yeah.
And
did his account get deleted, or he just deleted himself?
He deleted it himself. Like, he got out of there as soon as this stuff started happening. And like, he would manipulate people into like, saying like, oh, guys, don't worry about all this stuff that I'm doing. Just say it's a prank, like, oh, it's a big prank. It's a big old prank. But it's like, that is messed up.
Trolls and stuff.
Yeah, it's just a messed up situation, and yeah, there's no coming back from this.
I kind of have like a bit of sides of story about how I've been interacted with them. I've known the guy since 2014. We've interacted constantly, more or less just acquaintances. And I actually did know this thing about his Twitter recently. Like before all of this came out, he had a Twitter account get suspended mainly due to harassment from another account. And so it turns out I was actually kind of in his corner, like, why is this one chick harassing him? And it turns out she was the good guy all along. I didn't know about all of the stuff until all the stuff came out until like 2. I was like working, and then I ended up finally getting on Instagram, and then I found it all out, and then everything started to come in. It's not that hard to have consent. It's not that hard to mean no means no. It's not that hard to have an age gap. I mean, Would you like to talk to somebody that's underage when you're in your 20s? Like, would you like to actually talk with someone that's more or less in high school right now in reality? No, you wouldn't do that.
I mean, it's not like
so she didn't want that? Like, was he like pressuring her?
Yeah, he was pressuring her into like doing things for him, potentially even sending some nudes to him, and like just being horrible to these women. Like he was if reading these screenshots, it's like very disturbing. And
because I've seen relationships with like a 3-year gap, like 20-year-old with a 17-year-old, or 19 with a 17-year-old, and like, but it was never pressure. It was more of like they both wanted it, and like it was nothing that. But hearing that he pressured her into these things just makes it sound so much worse. Because if you're pressuring someone underage, that's literally the definition of being a pedophile. You're being creepy. You're being a creepy dude about an underage girl. Like if they both wanted it, cool, blah blah, that's their business. But since he pressured her into these things, that's just so bad. Like, dude, you're really pressuring a girl who doesn't know any better to sending explicit pictures. Like, dude, that's
he was like
weird.
He was like, oh, I totally knew it was wrong, but I still did it. And he couldn't even like vehemently like deny it because the screenshots are there, and he couldn't do anything about it. He was done.
Like, I don't get this mindset. I don't get that. Where it's like, I know this is bad. I know this is bad. I've seen someone in my circle get gutted because of this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right there, you're talking about like Swift Fades and like the other guy, Borden, I think his name is, like, and he would like dunk on these guys. Like Ozzy would like post it on his main account about these guys and expose
like
them.
Like a fucking hypocrite. You're a hypocrite now.
I can't believe he thought this would like never come out, Like he thought, oh, these screenshots would never come out, or like he thought this would never be seen in public. It's crazy, man. But here's the thing, man. I want to do like a reset button. I want, a lot of any of these main Instagram accounts, with any kind of following to come on here and, just air it out, make a mission statement and just say what this community is actually about. Because Ozzy, you sold out, Heel Kid, he doesn't represent the Instagram wrestling community. And we need to make that clear. Like, there's a lot of people who are trying to spread positivity and talk about wrestling and just have fun. We need to highlight those people, and that needs to begin right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to W.M.S.T podcast episode number 74. Make sure you click the like button, hit subscribe, and click the audio links and share it with everybody that you know. Here is the cast for tonight's episode. We got the editor-in-chief, Ziggler. What up, Zig?
What up? This year is just keep on getting worse and worse and worse. It's amazing how it's getting worse.
Yeah, let's hope these next 6 months get better. And we got the best screenwriter in the world. It's Izzy. What up, Izzy?
Yo, what up?
And this week we got the man who just wants to enjoy some outside time. It's Cam. What up, Cam?
Why are there fireworks going off outside?
Yeah, I saw.
Are we sure there's fireworks? Because
It's
there's
Juneteenth.
shit
Look, I
doing
know
it.
it's Juneteenth, but the 4th of July is for another 2 weeks.
There's shit doing outside my house too. So I'm pretty sure it's just people shooting each other. I don't know. I don't really know.
Hey,
I always hear like big
it's-
bangs out of nowhere.
Yo, it's I mean, yeah, I saw people doing fireworks already, so kind of getting into that July 4th mood. Anyways, let's get started with this week's episode. As you probably heard the pre-intro, we were talking about the allegations against one of the more prominent figures in the Instagram wrestling community, You Sold Out, aka Ozzy, and it's been just a tumultuous 24/36 hours for the wrestling community, as a lot of allegations of sexual assault and harassment have been coming against the UK wrestlers and even some main roster wrestlers, and it's been tough seeing this hashtag speaking out movement. It's definitely seems to be exposing something a lot worse than what it seems like about the wrestling community and how we treat our fellow fans and even our coworkers. But a lot of these allegations have yet to be proven, but the movement in a way kind of has started now, where you have a lot of people speaking out about their interactions with these wrestlers. And the thing is, I saw this list. Okay, we're not gonna kind of go specifically through the list, but I saw the list of these UK wrestlers, and I thought to myself, 3 years ago, WWE was in this war where they wanted to sign as many UK wrestlers as possible. And when that list came out of the speaking out allegations, that was damn near 60 to 70% of the UK roster that WWE fought over. They wouldn't even let promoters from the UK let these wrestlers fight on TV for them. And they even started the NXT UK to have a stronghold in the UK wrestling scene because of how successful that wrestling scene is. And now we're at a point where a lot of these allegations are against the UK wrestlers, which makes the WWE look bad and makes the investment in those wrestlers potentially look bad. Again, to me it's proven innocent until proven guilty, but it is a lot of UK wrestlers. So, Cam, what has your reaction been to the speaking out movement?
I don't know what to say. I know that we're in that wrestling and mainly any form of media or entertainment, and even in the community as well, because I have a whole segment of the whole transcript that I wrote about the Ozzy situation. Some people some people in either in a community or a segment of entertainment or something, whether it be music, movies, or whatever, have a bit of see that they have a bit of clout or attention or some kind of influence or power. Get the big head and have a bit of ego and think they can do anything and get away with it. They don't have that self-awareness when they actually have that kind of attention. It's maybe somebody might be watching me. I may or may not get away with this while I can. I may have threatened and bullied someone to the point where they are in silence or abusing themselves or have offed themselves. I may have legit got wrestlers mad and want to punch me in the face. I may have groomed or manipulated manipulated young people, men, women, children, to send me nudes or harass people or sent my choking hazard to people. It's not my fault. I got actual power. Lick my boots and blow me, you peasant. It's like that. Like, they think they can get away with stuff like that just because they have that bit of influence and power. But now, in recent years, with the popularity of the Me Too movement and various actresses and celebrities and musicians coming out and sharing their stories of abuse and harm, now it's made its way into the wrestling spectrum. It's crazy how it's the UK wrestling scene and how WWE has basically had to fight tooth and nail for just about a fraction of the men that are on the roster, right, that are on that NXT UK roster or on the NXT and main roster right now. Now they basically would have to cut most of the guys on that roster right now. Like, it's baffling to see how huge it is. And I sent a Reddit link in the chat to the Reddit Squared Circle subreddit, where they have an entire list of the wrestlers that have been accused, shared their stories, or have had cases of allegations and various other things, various other stories from their lives and that they're showing right now. Ziggler will probably put the link in the description as well.
Yeah, so if Ziggler can put that link and you guys can check it out for yourself. It's a very long list. And Ziggler, Izzy, any comments?
Yeah, this whole thing is fucked. And I just want to be careful. The women who are doing this speaking out thing, I know that people are telling the truth, but for the people who are not and just ruining these people's lives, like, these are serious accusations, and if you're just doing this for attention, or if you're just doing this to ruin a person's life because they're on top of the world right now, and that has happened. It's happened loads of time, and and if they're guilty, then they're guilty, but we don't know that yet. Like Syed said, it's innocent until proven guilty, but everybody seems to think it's guilty until proven innocent. I see posts on Instagram, everybody's calling this wrestler piece of shit and scum or whatever. I'm just like, dude, they're just accusations. Like, yes, they're serious accusations. They can ruin a person's life, but nothing's proven. There are a lot of people denying. I see Jordan Devlin denying it. I see Matt Riddle denying it. Like, this is like a serious thing that can ruin their lives. And I mean, just be careful for the people that are just saying it just for the hell of it. Like, I'm sure there are people that actually have gone through this, and I would love to see them get justice, but there's also a big chunk of people who are just lying, and that's not right. So
Yeah, very true, man. Like, hey, if you're somebody who's gonna speak out, like, you better be careful. Like, you better have all the evidence. You better have the receipts. Because trust me, I feel like we will evolve from a point where we stop, like, assuming somebody's guilty, and more people are gonna start asking for the receipts. So, you better get the receipts ready.
yeah,
That's all I'm gonna say.
everybody's acting like they're already guilty. Like, this is not how that works. Like, it's annoying as hell. And if they are guilty, then yeah, fuck them. They're awful people if they're guilty, but we don't know that yet. We really don't have a lot of evidence going on.
Yeah, it's the court of public opinion, at this point, until something concrete's come forward.
And a lot of people are denying it.
Right.
And we'll see who's right and wrong. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't like to just jump to conclusions like, oh, no, yeah, this person said that, you're a piece of shit then. Like, no, like, that's not fair.
Right. That totally makes sense. Yeah. All right. So from that, let's move on to a different topic. I know that was a bit of a serious turn there for the podcast. Let's talk a little bit about what happened on Raw, as it was a pretty interesting episode of Raw, as it was building towards Christian returning to in-ring action to face Randy Orton. Orton beat Edge during the I'm putting this in quotation, the greatest match ever.
When in all actuality, it was just a love letter to wrestlers of the past. That was pretty much what it was.
I guess that's Vince's definition of the greatest match ever.
It was a good match. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, don't get me wrong. Y'all both good. It's just all y'all were doing was just doing like signature spots, like they were doing Eddie's Three Amigos, Hunter's Pedigree,
Kill Switch.
Kill Switch. I'm prettier.
It kind of felt like
the punt.
I hate that I'm prettier thing. It's the fucking Kill Switch. Anyways, go on.
Prettier, I'm prettier. Kill Switch. It's not prettier. Whatever you want to call it.
It's Kill Switch. Christian Kill Switch.
It felt like a really awesome WWE 2K match. Like if you're watching like a 2K match, that's what it felt like. Because they edited it so much. Like they edited like at the perfect spot. Because this was the only match that was pre-recorded on Backlash. So yeah, it was a great match, and Orton won. So the next night, Christian comes out, defending his friend's honor. And Orton goats him into fighting him in an unsanctioned match. They were building this well throughout the night. Like, Big Show was talking to him, Ric Flair was talking to him, and he came out in street clothes, which is like a nice little detail because obviously he wouldn't be ready to wrestle, in his signature tights. All right, so before the match begins, Ric Flair comes out, and he's like trying to tell Christian, like, oh, don't do it. Come on, Randy, don't do it. And then Christian goes, Rick, I got to do it. And then, bam, Ric Flair with the low blow and Orton with the punt. Second night in a row, we see the punt. 1, 2, 3. And that's how the episode ends with the Christian in a neck brace being carried off.
It's a punt with a leg slap.
Yes, sir. Now,
the irony.
The irony. Now, I gotta be honest, man. I'm kind of intrigued. Now, this was the first episode of Raw under Bruce Pritchard after Paul Heyman was fired, and Bruce Pritchard is a yes man. Like he will do anything that Vince tells him to do. Like Bruce isn't gonna like fight Vince for a specific guy or something. Like, and this episode kind of proved like they're using the old school booking method, and they're booking a lot of the older guys, like Ric Flair, Christian, and Randy Orton. Like it felt like a segment from 2003. And I mean, I'm kind of interested in seeing where this goes. Like, does Ric Flair manage Randy Orton? Does Ric Flair start managing other wrestlers like Charlotte maybe again, or Dolph Ziggler was traded to Raw, so maybe does Ric Flair finally manage Dolph Ziggler, which has been rumored for years? Like, I'm kind of interested to see where he goes. And, since they're in the Performance Center, like, Rick doesn't have to travel a lot, so maybe that's why he's willing to, be a manager more often on TV now. So, yeah, we'll see where it goes, but I'm low-key excited for Christian to potentially come back because, I mean, he needs a proper send-off. Like, the way he was retired was not good. Like, we definitely need one more proper match. So, Cam, what were your thoughts on this segment?
I liked it, but it's like I'm kind of mixed on it. Like, I like the fact that they're bringing back Christian. And that Orton is pretty much the top heel in the company right now. Like, I already tell they're going to build to him and McIntyre at a SummerSlam, I can tell. But, like, I'm more positive than negative because I'm glad that they're bringing back Christian just for another round, but I don't know if they're gonna try and build this to Extreme Rules. By the way, State of that new logo. By the way, I don't know if they're gonna build it to Extreme Rules or later. Like it'd be like I'd say build it up to Extreme Rules and actually try and structure out a match because Orton is safe. He's reliable. Like he's been doing he's mainly the reason why Edge was paired with him because he's safe. Because he's actually gonna try and look out for the guy. Like you remember the concertos and all the and you remember all the concertos that they did earlier in the year. Those were actually a lot safer rather than actually trying to slam the chair on the guy's skull. So I can expect like chair spots and everything and add Extreme Rules. If this is a proper return match for Christian and a send off, I say why not? Either way, I'm intrigued, but I'm still like mixed on like trying to watch everything all at once, trying to watch everything because this would be around the time frame where it would be like, this is my down period of watching shows.
Yeah, we'll see if they can pull you back in with some interesting segments like that. But yeah. And Izzy, you got any comments on that segment? Were you able to catch it?
Just the missed kick with a leg slap. I think it's hilarious. The punt is so funny now. Like I know it's not supposed to be funny, but I think it's hilarious. Like he's like, whoosh, psh. It's hilarious. Like,
Dude,
funny,
he
but,
misses so bad.
Yeah, he misses about like 2 feet.
Honestly,
and he just
honestly, and he does like a leg
he
slap.
His leg. He's like, "Oh, I
funny
got his
as hell.
ass!" Like, no, you didn't. Like,
The videos are so funny.
A 2-year-old kid from Europe could tell that was a miss. All right, so you're not fooling anyone. But I think it's hilarious. I agree with you, Syed. I think Christian should have a proper send off. The way he went out was retarded. Was the last time we saw him like I know we saw him during the Seth Rollins run, but wasn't it his last like actual match like when he feuded with Daniel Bryan when he had like that mini heel turn?
Nah, his last match was he was a heel.
It would have been like 2014, right?
Yeah, in 2014 he won the number one contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship on Raw. It was I think during it was post WrestleMania, right? And then on main event he was supposed to face Big E Langston, but he got a concussion, so he didn't get to face him. That was the last time we saw Christian in the ring.
We definitely need to send off and have him face like maybe Edge. Does Edge is healthy again? But I did hear rumors that Edge tore his tricep or something. So
Edge did tear his tricep at Backlash. Yeah, even then, this would have been his last match for the year, unless Saudi Arabia would have wanted him.
Yeah. So I think Christian should have a proper setup. Maybe against Edge. Maybe against like Jeff Hardy or something. I don't know. Maybe Edge and Christian versus Jeff Hardy and somebody. I know Matt Hardy's not with the company anymore. So I don't know, something like that. That's all I caught though, just the failed punt, and I do agree Christian needs a proper send off. As long as Ric Flair managing, I hope he managed my boy DZ. That'd be fire. And DZ crew will stand back up. You know, we've been brought down like 35 times the past 10 years. Stand up DZ crew. And the punt is
Zigaholics rise up.
Zigaholics forever will never die. And yeah, so Orton, your punt is comedic now. It's not even deadly anymore. So fix that. Also, it's done prettier.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the I'm prettier now. Shout out to Chelsea Green.
Yep. And yeah, Ziggler, your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't watch. Shut the fuck up, you fucking. I didn't watch the.
He's editing this anyways.
It's Pride Month, damn it.
Yeah, Pride FC.
Pride
That's
Month,
awesome.
For fuck's sake.
Freaking Vanderlei Silva, Pride. Let me see.
No, not that kind of pride.
For fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, Alistair Overeem, Pride. Okay. Yeah, I didn't watch the segment, or I didn't even watch Raw. I haven't watched a Raw in years. It feels like, but probably just months. Yeah, Christian's back. That's nice. It would be nice to have a nice send-off match for him because, yeah, he didn't really have a good one his last run. So he's one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time, and it would be great for him to have a match with Orton at SummerSlam maybe, or the next pay-per-view, when that would be. I don't know, but yeah, pretty much what Izzy said, I agree with, except for it's called Kill Switch.
I'm prettier.
I'm a prettier.
Kill Switch. Shut the fuck up, Cam. Jesus Christ. Kill Switch.
Yeah.
Right, Cam?
Maybe we got a rematch
competition, Cam.
from 2011
COAL.
SummerSlam.
Kill Switch.
I'm prettier.
Kill Switch.
Moving on.
All right.
This is part where Ziggler says the choke slam's called the showstopper. I'm prettier.
What? It's called the fucking Kill Switch, you fucking mark. Jesus.
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about...
The Unprettier sounds so fucking gay. Jesus.
Fucking mark. I've heard that term. I haven't been called that in a long time.
Dude, the Unprettier sounds so gay. I could have swore Tyler would have made it up. Okay? Yeah. It's called Kill Switch.
Kill Switch does sound more badass. I gotta agree with you.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, Unprettier sounds...
I don't care. Unprettier is the origin, right? Unprettier.
Yeah, but...
Kill Switch is the PG version.
How? Unprettier sounds like a fucking gay term. I'm not even gonna lie. It sounds like a gay term that Tyler made up.
He's making your face unpretty.
But the Kill Switch is fucking lethal. That sounds fucking awesome. Just like Kill Switch Engage, awesome.
Hey, it's a good band.
True. All right, so let's move on to our next topic. Let's talk a little bit about the taping disaster at WWE recently. So, at the June 9th tapings, apparently a NXT wrestler, an NXT trainee who's not on NXT television, tested positive for COVID-19. And he was in contact with some people there at that taping. And because of that positive test, WWE had to cancel tapings, the bulk tapings they were going to do for Tuesday and Wednesday. But they were able to, I think, tape this week's episode of SmackDown, which we saw this week. So, like, I wanted to kind of bring this topic up because, like, I feel like the way WWE's handling the testing and the the NXT trainees standing there, not giving them chairs, and then Vince McMahon going on a PA system and like giving them instructions to be more cheerful and stop being so sluggish. Like, it feels very weird. It's very awful the way they're handling this situation. The tapings were absolute disasters, and guess what? Sami Zayn isn't going to be at the tapings until, it's kind of safer to be there. Roman Reigns is probably not going to be on until, the birth of his twins, and, like, he's probably not going to be on for a very long time. And guess who's pulled out? Kevin Owens, after seeing that positive test. And guess what? That positive test leak was from a news source, and the wrestlers didn't even know that it was gonna, be announced through the sources. So, it's a messed up situation, and Kevin Owens isn't gonna be part of the tapings anymore, and he was a huge part of Raw. But yeah, pretty much a disaster of a tapings for WWE, and I don't know how they'll do it going forward. It's becoming more and more difficult to do these tapings, So yeah, Cam, your thoughts on this situation with the WWE?
This is why they should have postponed everything, and this is why they should have stopped everything after WrestleMania. They somehow managed to pull off WrestleMania. Good for them. They should have just stopped there instead of trying to keep going with programming. just to avoid something like this. And even then, they're not even testing their employees. And also, we don't know what's something really funny. They're selling face masks, yet yet they don't even have them for at least a portion of their quote unquote audience. How is it that you're selling face masks and you look like you're about to donate the money to, like, I don't know, virus testing someplace or whatever, and yet you're not gonna give them to the actual audience? You know how stupid that sounds?
Yeah, this situation is horrible. Vince does not care, and it seems like nobody on the upper management really cares. They were like, "Hey, yeah, there was a positive test at our tapings, but don't worry. Life goes on, schedule goes on as intended." So, yeah, we'll see if they cancel more tapings and it becomes difficult for them to film the Raws and SmackDowns. But yeah, we'll definitely see. And Ziggler, any comment?
Yeah, Florida does not give a flying fuck about the coronavirus. I'm telling you straight up. They do not care about us or the coronavirus. They open shit up like, has it been like a month or so? I don't even know. Days just blending together. But yeah, they open shit up and numbers in Florida has been rising and rising by the minute. And our governor is like, yeah, we open more shit up for you. Like, oh, okay then.
Like, just throw the whole state away.
Yeah, but let me get out first because I don't really want to die with it. But yeah, Florida
like let the good people out. Let them move to like anywhere else that actually is taking the virus seriously. Like Ohio is actually taking the virus seriously and was actually taking careful steps to try and open stuff up. Now y'all don't fucking care.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a fun day today. I went to Best Buy, got some 4Ks. I went to my local comic shop. I got some comics. It's a precaution, though. Yeah.
Are you wearing masks?
Of course. Yeah, you have to. You have to wear masks everywhere.
I mean, it's optional in some cases for a lot of people, if you want to.
In Florida, yeah, it's well, in my county, you have to. It's a law, pretty much.
Like I work at a grocery store, and some people don't wear face masks. Like I choose to wear a face mask just to be safe and just to follow the precautions.
I think everywhere you should wear a face mask, like everywhere. It's weird that that's not like in most places. It should be everywhere that you should wear a face mask. But yeah, Florida does not give a fuck about the coronavirus or you. Ron DeSantis, our governor, is a piece of shit Trump supporter, and you can go die and fuck his mother. All right, that's all I gotta say.
Y'all better vote him out next election.
Hell yeah, dude, he's been I didn't even know who he was until the coronavirus shit is, and now that I see him, I'm like, damn, he's a piece of shit. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna vote him out.
Yeah, and Izzy, any thoughts?
Oh, sorry, this cat's annoying me. Anyways, yeah, they opened stuff up in California. The majority of stuff is open now. The only thing that's closed is I don't know what's closed. I think strip clubs, and I think that's it. That's something that's closed. Some of the government offices are still closed too, but like barbershops are opening again, beauty shops are opening again. So I agree with Cam. I think after WrestleMania would have been the perfect time to shut up, cat.
Don't.
Anyways, everything that's happened since March, I think WrestleMania would have been the perfect time to stop. Somehow they pulled off WrestleMania. Like Cam did a good job. They somehow pulled off Backlash. And I don't know how about your states, how you guys' states are doing, but over here in California, the governors made masks mandatory, where you cannot leave the house without a mask on. So, like, the only thing I would say about this topic is pretty much what Cam said. Like, after WrestleMania was the perfect time just to shut everything down. But the further they go down the year, as serious as COVID is, the more risk they're having. So, yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, You don't want this spreading to a main roster or even an NXT superstar. So, yeah, it's a messed up situation, and they need to take better care of them.
Oh yeah, I heard AMC theaters are opening too.
Yeah, but you gotta wear a mask now.
Hey, I'll take it.
I'll take it. Me too. Like, hey, something. I just want to go to the theaters.
At least I'm wearing masks that are like reusable and are comfortable.
Bro, I need those. Like, I'm wearing this N95 mask. It's like so suffocating. I can't breathe through that mask.
Like I bought this tie-dye mask off of Etsy, and I've been using that for on again and off again with like different face masks that I draw on.
Dude, I need a mask like that.
I just have a bandana. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I have a Finn Balor bandana that I bought at an NXT event like 5 years ago.
Bruh, that's
like,
funny.
I have old Browns bandanas, and I have like one of those like, what do you call them? Like these blue Arctic Coven things, like a face cover up. It's like if you put water on it, it stays cool.
Oh, man, you guys got good masks. I need something like that.
I'm just reusing like the usual like medic masks. I also found these reusable ones at Walgreens the other day for like $8.
Damn.
Like a 3-pack.
Izzy's just not wearing a mask at all. He doesn't care.
Wow, his profile
in my profile picture, you can see a mask on my face.
That's photoshopped.
No, I have an all black one. I do have a bandana. One or bandana today. It's red. I have the medical ones, and I have an XO one.
Nice. This is what it's come to. We're talking about masks on the podcast.
We're literally just talking about face masks now.
Well,
it's messed up.
We use protection. Unlike Ziggler.
Okay.
What the hell is
what's
wrong with us?
As anything.
What'd you say?
I was watching a Chris Jericho stuff.
You know I'm gonna edit this shit. I'm gonna look back and see what you said.
And Ziggler was like, he went to the APA, not Ziggler. Jericho went to the APA, and he was like, "So you guys and Stephanie McMahon are really alike. You guys are the Acolytes Protection Agency. So you guys love to protect, while Stephanie McMahon has never used protection." And I just like died laughing. I don't know why. But yeah, we all use protection, unlike Ziggler.
Damn.
Yeah, I have to go on Raw.
All right.
I don't want no Rebel holding me back.
All right, boys. The day is here. Finally, after a lot of speculation, we got just a little bit of the Zack Snyder's Justice League teaser. We didn't get a full trailer yet. That will be happening in late July. But we got a 30-second teaser, and which is, by the way, an actual footage of the Snyder Cut. So, you know, we had people just a month ago saying this movie didn't exist. Well, here's a teaser trailer and a full trailer coming out in late July. I hope you guys have seen the teaser. I shared it in the chat. Like, that teaser was pretty awesome. It was just a little taste of what is to come for Zack Snyder's Justice League. So the teaser starts with Wonder Woman finding the painting of Darkseid on the wall, and the background has Lex Luthor narrating his lines from the ending of BVS, and it's absolutely creepy. And when Wonder Woman sees Darkseid and she like looks into that painting's eyes, like, she is terrified. Like, you've never seen Wonder Woman terrified in any of the movies we've seen so far. And she is worried, and like Gal Gadot's acting in that scene is very impressive, and you can see that Zack Snyder aesthetic. Like, you can see that crisp photography, that crisp cinematography. Like, it looks so awesome. And then the teaser ended with just a few seconds of that history lesson scene we're supposed to get with Darkseid, or, you know, at that time, he's baby Darkseid. His name is Uaxis or Uxis. I don't know how you say it. Trying to take over Earth, and That 30-second trailer was better than the 2 hours of Joss Whedon Justice League we saw back in 2017. Like, I'm so hyped, and yeah, I was really hyped to see that 30-second teaser. And yeah, I'm really excited for the Snyder cut, and I cannot wait to cover the full trailer when it releases in late July. And we're gonna get a bunch of trailers on July 17th. We're gonna get apparently there's a rumor we're gonna get the Batman trailer. We're gonna get Suicide Squad trailer, and we're gonna get one last Wonder Woman 1984 trailer, and we might be getting a tease of Black Adam, not in July, but in August when DC does their DC Fandom event, which is like a virtual online event, like the one they had with PS5. So they're gonna have like a DC event like that. It's like a 24-hour event. They're gonna announce a bunch of movies. They're gonna release trailers, and that's when Black Adam teaser is gonna be released apparently. So yeah, really exciting stuff going on at DC.
Has there been now I know Black Adam was teased for Shazam, but has there ever been like photos or anything like how the Batman has the teaser photos and whatnot? Has there been any photos for Black Adam?
So, if you know Boss Logic from Instagram, who's like
the Boss Logic teaser of Rock in the suit.
So The Rock has paid Boss Logic to do 2 pictures, 2 edits, commissioned by The Rock to kind of tease Black Adam. So the one teaser's with The Rock, flying in the air as Black Adam. The other teaser is with Henry Cavill's Superman fighting Black Adam. So those are the 2 official sneak peeks of Black Adam. And apparently Boss Logic is going to be working with the concept art team. So those are the only 2 like sneak peeks we know of at this moment. But yeah, awesome trailer. Cam, did you get a chance to see the teaser?
I didn't get a chance to see the teaser.
Okay, you know what? Go watch the teaser right now. I'm gonna ask Ziggler. Yo, Ziggler, what did you think about the teaser?
That was pretty demanding.
Dude, that teaser.
Oh, that's a direct quote from the Skype chat. Dude.
Bruh. I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay. So when I woke up, I was not expecting a teaser. I was like, oh my god, it's a teaser. And I was like, oh, it's only 30 seconds. Why? But I'm like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We're going to get more footage hopefully soon. Hopefully in the next coming months leading up to this amazing movie. And that last shot of the teaser. We all seen that that black and white photo of that last shot that Zack Snyder posted. And just to finally see it in color, to finally see it, just that shot and that fucking score by Hans Zimmer, holy fuck, I just came again. Oh my god, that was so awesome. I really have no more words to say. It's like, I can't believe it's happening. Syed, it's fucking happening. Like, what the fuck? How? I can't believe it's happening.
Hey man, that's the power of fandom, man. We can make anything happen.
We have been polling for this movie for years now. It seems like 2 years, and it's happening finally.
I know, man. I'm so excited to see it, and that teaser itself, like, how can just that one teaser, man, just one teaser, gets you even more hyped for the movie, and plus, it's better than the movie that came out in 2017. After looking at that teaser, nobody can be like, oh, we're gonna see the same movie. Like, bullshit. Come on, stop kidding yourself.
Dude, that teaser made Darkseid look so fucking scary though. Like, I'm not gonna that teaser just made him look so. I don't know what's the word. I can't think of a word right now. But
you saw the expression. You saw the expression on Diana's face.
Yeah, like she looked scared as hell, and rightfully so. Darkseid is one of the most scariest villains in the DC universe, and just to see this, have you all seen the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War? I think it's called.
Yeah, I haven't seen the full movie, but I know what happens in the movie.
Oh yeah, it's Darkseid is fucking amazing, and I can't believe we're getting him in a live action movie, and just take my fucking money now, WB, HBO Max, just take it.
True. And Cam, now that you've seen the teaser, what are your thoughts on it?
I'm still, granted, I'm still going in with the mindset of this may be a new move. This is a new thing, but it looks nice. It looks nice. That. It's just a 48-second teaser of just Gal Gadot walking towards the painting. That's it. Because I had to make sure I had to watch the right one.
Yeah, you saw the right one, but you saw the expression on her face, bro. Like, she was just terrified.
You didn't? Did you see the last shot?
Like, just her with the scared look on her face.
No, the last shot though, Darkseid.
Yeah, the actual look of the painting.
Wait, what?
The actual good shot of the painting.
No, like the last shot of the teaser with the Hans Zimmer score, and you just see. Did you not see it?
Wait, I sent a picture. That's what it looked like, right?
Did you see that?
Oh yeah, that.
Oh yeah, that. This guy.
Yeah, that my dumbass. That's what Darkseid looks like. Keep in mind that I'm not into the comics.
Yeah, dude. He's basic. Okay, you know Thanos, right? Thanos' design is
basically their Thanos.
Yeah,
DC's Thanos.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, Thanos is Marvel's Darkseid, because Thanos was based off of Darkseid. They pretty much wanted the same character in a way, and DC and Marvel used to copy each other all the time back in the day.
I mean, the whole Captain Marvel and Shazam thing is an example.
Right, exactly.
Okay, Darkseid is way more powerful than Thanos. Okay, he is way more. Thanos is pretty much like he's pretty much normal until he gets the Infinity Stones, but Darkseid is fucking powerful. It's insane.
Yeah, he's so powerful, but when he gets the Omega beams, bro, he is unbeatable with the Omega beams. Yeah, but yeah, it looks so badass. I can't wait to see it. And Izzy, did you get a chance to check out the teaser of the Justice League?
Yes, I did. And going back to the conversation we just had like 15 seconds ago, yeah, I agree. Darkseid is like a crack addict, and yeah, Thanos is useless without Infinity Stone. So yeah, Darkseid definitely more powerful. And as far as the teaser goes, wow, just wow. That's literally all you got. That's all you got to say. I mean, unless you're not a fan of it, then you're probably like, oh, who gives a shit? But if you are looking forward to this, like we all are, it's like, wow, you guys blew me out of the water with that one. Like, I've had to refill my cum bucket like 3 times already, and it's only like 1 minute. So, yeah. If you guys don't know, HBO Max is my boss, so definitely look forward to that, and hopefully I can get a job on this. That'd be kind of cool. And I did not know the Rock thing. That's kind of cool. The Rock to do that. I did not know that. So that's kind of cool. And that's really all I got.
I just hope that it is okay. Is Darkseid the main villain in the Snyder Cut, or is Steppenwolf gonna be there too, or is Darkseid like gonna be like in a few parts of the movie?
It better be Darkseid. It's not Darkseid. That doesn't make any sense.
I think from what I've heard, the reports, it says that, okay, obviously we kind of know how the Snyder Cut ends, but the thing is, Zack Snyder has been working on a different version. Like, he wants to add a few things. So Steppenwolf is still the villain of Justice League for the most part, but apparently Darkseid is going to appear at the end, and he's supposed to see the Justice League. Like he's supposed to, finally see everybody, and then he's gonna be fighting everybody because the boom tube's gonna open, and then the League can fight him. But apparently it's gonna be it'll probably be like a very short fight. Like they're gonna fight him, then he's gonna take the boom tube, and then he's gonna be he's gonna skedaddle, like he's gonna be out of there. But then the Justice League will decide, okay, Darkseid is out there. We need to go and kill him. Like it'll be like a mission. Like they'll decide, like, okay, we're gonna go and kill him. Kind of like how Endgame, they decided, okay, Thanos is on this planet. We're gonna go travel to that planet. We're gonna go kill him. So apparently that's gonna set up the sequel and the third Justice League as well.
Unfortunately, we won't get a sequel.
Hey, it all depends on if this is successful. Like apparently.
Yeah, but we all know it's pretty damn obvious. We all know Ben Affleck's not coming back.
Hey, he might. He's been very enthusiastic about Snyder Cut, so he might make an exception for Justice League.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do with Robert Pattinson then? Or is that just like another another thing?
Apparently, that's just another universe. Like that's in a different universe because they don't even have the same Jim Gordon, so it's a completely different thing. So think Robert Pattinson Batman as like the Bat Family universe. Like we might get spin-offs of like his villains. Think Ben Affleck as Justice League Batman, who only appears in Justice League movies. Again, it all depends on if Snyder Cut drives the subscriptions and people talk about it on social media, which they already have been.
Dude, yeah, we've been talking about it forever.
Exactly. So, hey, I'm pretty confident this will be a success. And bro, if that ending is anything like it's reported, like people will want a sequel as soon as possible.
I don't know the ending, and
Zach's
I want to
keep
it like ending. That. All right. Yeah.
Even if you look up the ending of Snyder Cut, apparently Snyder has a different idea of how he wants to construct the movie, so it's gonna be different than what's been reported. So it's not like exactly how, he talked about it.
But the thing that gets me, like, they gave Zack Snyder 35, 25 million.
No, the HBO Max head was like, I wish it was 30 million. Like they gave him way more money than $30 million.
Really? So I was like, oh.
Yeah, he was like, some dude asked him, some reporter guy was like, hey, so you've given Snyder Cut like what, 20 million, 30 million? And the guy goes, yeah, I wish it was $30 million. It's going to be a huge project because they're going to bring in the actors to do additional scenes, additional dialogue. It's going to be a different thing.
I just want the CGI for Steppenwolf and Darkseid to be great and not like it was for Steppenwolf in the Justice League.
Dude,
because Steppenwolf looked like a video game character.
Dude, if you know Zack Snyder CGI, you know it's gonna be crispy.
Yeah, I know, but that's like I want to make sure they have all the money they can.
Yeah.
To get this shit right.
Yeah.
Because the Justice League movie had a budget of $300 million, and we got that piece of shit.
True. And hey, guess what?
300 million? You gotta be joking me.
Yeah, exactly. Justice League, 2017, 300 million, and we got that video game looking piece of shit Steppenwolf CGI.
And
what would have been the budget for the first Avengers movie? Because that's pretty much their Avengers movie.
Okay, so the first Avengers movie was about $200 million.
That's more.
Some of those scenes from the first Avengers was filmed in Albuquerque, in Mexico. Just saying.
Yeah, and the second Avengers movie cost about $225, and Avengers 3 and 4 were shot back to back, and they both cost a grand total of $1 billion together.
Like the first, Justice League cost more than the first two. How the hell did it look like that?
That's Joss Whedon for you, man. And I think the thing is,
literally Joss Whedon just reshot almost the whole movie.
Yeah, and since they had the November date to make, they rushed the CGI.
Yeah, they rushed everything. They put Joss Whedon. He did good with the Avengers. He did good, kind of good with Age of Ultron, but he didn't do Alien 3 or Alien 4. He wrote the screenplay for one of those.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not the best. He's acceptable, but he's not the best. And to put him on a project like Justice League, that was no good.
Yeah, that wasn't a smart decision. See, this is such a huge topic because they screwed Zack Snyder so much. Like
Honestly.
it was his movie, and Jeff Johns was like, "Hey, how about we bring in the guy who did the first Avengers? We'll make sure it's a slam dunk, it's a hit." Nope, it's a mess because it's not his movie.
Okay, I like Jeff Johns. He's a great comic book writer, but this is unacceptable. It sucks. Jeff Johns should not be a producer. He should not be doing films. He should just stick to what he's best at, and that's writing comics.
Bro, Jeff Johns is such a snake. This is why we call him Judas Johns in the community. Like him,
but he's such a good comic writer though.
He's a good comic writer. He's a horrible executive. You want to know a funny story? Him and another producer, his producing partner, were banned from the Dark Knight trilogy set. Christopher Nolan specifically asked for those two people, including Jeff Johns, to not be on the set of the movie. He did that because Christopher Nolan was the executive producer for both Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. He did the same thing for those two movies. He wasn't as involved in Justice League. That's why Jeff Johns was able to come in and kind of, poison that project because Christopher Nolan wasn't on set.
Is Jeff Johns still with the Flash movie?
He got fired as soon as Justice League flopped.
I mean, that's kind of good. Hopefully you just stick to writing comic books. But
True.
yeah, this movie cannot come fast enough. I just want it so bad.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. True. All right, now it's time for W.M.S.T. Wheel of W.M.S.T. So who's got the wheel?
Me.
All right.
So
I got the years.
The year we'll be doing today is 2005.
Ooh, 2005.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And now this is gonna take a while.
Is
New
Year's Revolution.
Oh well, it's not
New Year's Revolution.
I'm surprised.
New Year's Revolution was
we actually did it in one take.
Raw exclusive pay-per-view. It was a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. The first pay-per-view 2005, and the main event was a elimination chamber match for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship, and it was the last of Triple H's reign of terror for a while. And I don't remember what else was. I think Edge was in the chamber. No, Edge was in the chamber. That was 06. Never mind. I don't remember the rest of the card on top of my head. I think Shelton Benjamin faced somebody. Don't remember who. Trish faced.
He faced Maven.
Somebody.
Trish faced Lita.
Okay. Trish faced Lita. Yeah. And who were the tag champs at the time? Was it
William
Eugene
Regal
and William Regal?
Oh my god, I forgot about that team.
Kane defeated Gene Snitsky.
All right, wasn't that like Snitsky destroyed his baby with Lita or something like that? Or
You're supposed to know this, dude. You just watched 2005.
Well,
you watched that
like
a month or two ago.
I was watching a lot of. I'm watching a lot of 01, 2000, 99.
That's why you gotta take notes of the shit you watch, dude.
Yeah, I don't take notes. I'm just like, oh, that was cool.
Yeah, again, that's what Wikipedia is for.
Actually, also, New Year's Revolution 05. That's when Batista really like. You knew he was turning face soon because I think he got like the biggest pop that night out of all the wrestlers I can remember. And then that's actually one of the more star-studded chamber matches. It's like Jericho, Benoit, Batista, Orton, Triple H, and Edge. Yeah, pretty good.
Shawn Michaels was the guest referee.
Yeah, those tight-ass pants. Doesn't he like super kick Edge in that match? And Edge gets eliminated. Pretty sure it's. how Edge gets eliminated, and then Batista like cost Orton the match. What a coward!
I think this would have been the third one that they would have done because they didn't do one the year before.
They did one at Survivor Series 02, SummerSlam 03. Yeah, I think 04 had one. So yeah, you're right.
As for this pay-per-view, this was in Puerto Rico. The only pay-per-view to ever happen in Puerto Rico.
Because during the chamber match, they were counting down in Spanish. So that's kind of cool. And I remember they did a beat the clock challenge on Raw like a couple weeks before, and whoever got the best time got the last spot, and Batista won, and by a lot, he beat Rhino in like a minute. To secure the
Rhino
final spot.
But that's a dream match on paper.
Yeah, Batista versus Rhino, hell yeah. But not 05. 05 Batista is one of the most unstoppable wrestlers ever, honestly. 04, 05, 06 Batista. Easily taking people's heads off. So. And like we said, Batista ended up turning face.
He won the Rumble.
About a month later. A month and a half later.
Later in the month. This would have been at the start of January.
He was still in Evolution at no. Because remember I think it's the Raw after No Way Out is when he turns face, like officially. Because he's at No Way Out and he takes out the
contract signing and yay, thumbs up, thumbs down, and then big clothesline.
Literally destroys Triple H. He breaks him in half. And Ric Flair gets thrown out of the ring and just dies.
Like he just falls out of the ring in slow motion.
It just disappears. Like we don't see him. Like, but you're a 6-time world champion. You tell me you're just gonna disappear after that. So that's kind of funny. And of course, Triple H kind of made it look like JBL trying to take him out so that Batista would pick JBL instead of him for WrestleMania. And then Batista, of course, destroyed JBL's limo on SmackDown. Very entertaining segment, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it. Pretty entertaining. Just gets a baseball bat and destroys JBL's limo. And what else is there? Is that all the matches? Did we cover all the matches in that pay-per-view?
That's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
It's not that special.
I don't remember the Shawn Benjamin Maven feud too much. I remember Maven was in the. I don't know if you guys ever watched Survivor Series 04, but it's like.
Yeah, it was in the whole Survivor Series.
Yeah, someone could take control on Maven was on Orton's team, which was the winning team.
I think Shawn was supposed to be on there, but then he got hurt.
Yeah. So they threw Maven just for some reason. And then they win. Then Maven challenged for the world title. He got screwed, I think. And then like a few weeks later, he challenged Shawn Benjamin. And then it turned this big old stupid feud that made no sense.
Like, I kind of find a lot of years for wrestling is like, this like after WrestleMania or after like a halfway point would be where everything starts to change. Like this would be pretty much still segueing into 2004, and after WrestleMania 2005 kind of begins, and then 2006 was
kind of like a new era. I feel like because it kind of was, because if you think about it, like after 2004. The guys who dominated the first half, the guys who dominated the first half of the decade was like Triple H and Brock Lesnar. And,
like Lesnar would have already been gone. Like he probably would be
gone,
in like,
yes.
I think he would have been in like Japan at this point.
Yeah, and then there was Eddie and Benoit. They were kind of not declining in ability, more of like getting pushes.
And starting to go low key. Eddie would have started the whole Ray
towards the mid card.
And he would have died in November. Benoit would have literally been in the mid card up until he died.
Until he passed. Yeah. And then, like, if you think, like, after WrestleMania, WWE in 2005, they really focused on the future. Like, they gave John Cena and Batista the belts for a whole year.
Then Edge got the Money to Bank briefcase.
And then Batista got hurt. And then they had Edge and Cena feud, which was new because Edge had never been world champion at the time. And then
Orton would have been in like that weird little halfway instance where he's mid card but also in main events.
Well, Orton was like main eventing but wasn't winning titles because remember he had pretty much all but 5 he was feuding with the Undertaker.
This would have been Jericho's last year. Who would have left in August.
That feud with Cena. Yeah, he got quote fired, but he just needed a break. He wanted to spend time with his family. And then who else in the chain match? Orton, Batista, Triple H would.
Austin had neck issues, my guy. But then again, 2002 would have been the.
What happened to Triple H in 05 after Mania? Oh, he feuded with Batista until he got
feuded
drafted.
with Batista. They probably would have taken a hiatus
And then Batista
SummerSlam.
got drafted. Oh, we skipped that.
Unforgiven.
Cena and Batista get drafted for each other, basically.
Would have come back in October and then had that Ric Flair feud.
Right, yeah. And then he competed in the Rumble. And then he had that mini feud with Big Show. Because remember he
he broke his hand, and then that would have been next year's New Year's Revolution.
Yeah, and then he was in the Rumble, and then he wouldn't feud Cena. And then eventually lead to the DX Union.
And the whole deal build up with Vince and the Spirit Squad and then DX.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then he gets hurt. Then he gets hurt at the next New Year's Revolution.
So I guess 05 was more of a year, turning a new leaf as the WWE really focused on the future of the company.
Where everything is starting to they're starting to build newer wrestlers and
the guys who are controlling.
Starting to introduce other wrestlers and later on in the year.
Yeah, because I think in 05, Kurt Angle too was starting to not be as important anymore.
Sure, he'd have a feud with Cena in September, but he's starting to get a bit low key. And then
they try to revive him with that world title run in 06 too, but we were way more behind
then he got traded to ECW and then left.
Yeah, I guess he left because the WWE didn't let him rest. He wanted to rest his neck injuries, but they didn't let him.
Resting, a bit of issues, creative differences.
So, and if you guys watch 07, 018, Kurt Angle gets really skinny. He's super skinny. But yeah, as far as 05 New Revolution, not really a special card, but did have a really good chamber match. And
that's literally the only thing worth watching, just the chamber match.
Yeah, just the chamber match is really good. It's one of the better chamber matches in my opinion.
Better than SummerSlam.
Yeah, the SummerSlam one
the Goldberg was just.
Goldberg just destroyed everybody, and then he gets sledgehammered.
Punch in the glass, spear, and then, yeah.
Oh yeah, he murders Chris Jericho.
He punches a hole and punches the glass.
To get Triple H out of there. Dude, apparently that glass is bulletproof or whatever. It's not Goldberg fist proof.
It's plexiglass, even though people have been thrown into the glass for years.
It's it's unbreakable, but if you spear somebody through it, I guess it'll break. I guess it's the only exception. Wasn't it one time that Big Show punched it too, and he broke it in half? With Dan O'Brien. Punched the glass and it broke.
Probably, I don't know. I haven't watched that one in a bit.
But yeah, I guess that's all for 05 News Revolution. And Ziggler, anything? No, Ziggler. Okay.
Nah.
Literally nothing.
I guess this show's a 6 out of 10. No,
it's still 1999, dog. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He doesn't know what the Elimination Chamber is. He doesn't
Backlash
know
is this Sunday, so.
Yeah, Ziggler hasn't discovered that Austin's a bitch yet, so he's still a little kid.
Austin is the WWF champion, and he's fighting The Rock this Sunday.
Actually, he's the former champion. He lost it last night.
Dude,
tapped out.
I don't know what the fuck. Dude,
via the ankle lock to the Olympic hero.
Stone Cold Steve Austin has never tapped out. Bret Hart can testify on that. He has never tapped out.
He doesn't even know who Kurt Angle is yet.
Yeah, he saw my Heat.
I did see Kurt Angle on the episode of Heat.
He doesn't know what the Elimination Chamber is. Benoit would have been in WCW.
Who's Benoit? That guy from WCW?
Right.
I don't really watch WCW though. Raw is War is where it is.
Jericho would be in WCW as well. Edge would have been in a Rude.
Fuck that cruiserweight.
Well, what about his that Jericho dude is funny though. He is a conspiracy victim.
Yeah, he's a cruiserweight. You can't get formed when you're a cruiserweight.
Oh, Well, you have a surprise.
Gotta go out to the big leagues, son. Gotta go to WWF.
See that Jericho guy's gonna go to WWF soon.
I mean, he could.
Eventually.
He would do good.
I heard a lot of people.
He would do good in WWF. He might be a world champion in WWF.
Because like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, you got like Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan jump from WWF to WCW, or Kevin Nash and them. So why can't like some WCW guys jump to WWF? I'm thinking like that Benoit guy will be good in WWF. I think Mysterio, the other cruiser. I think a lot of cruisers will be good in WWF, to be honest.
I can see Mysterio, but Benoit, I'm not sure. Maybe.
Wouldn't they have taken his mask off around this time frame?
Yeah, it was when he was feuding with NWO, and that was like early 1998, like in February. Yeah.
And Big Show's gonna face Mankind in Boiler Room Brawl, so that's gonna be something.
Oh yeah, Big Show.
Mankind has never lost a Boiler Room Brawl match, so it's gonna be fun.
Man is really gonna get his ass kicked
today. I got Big Show choke slamming him somewhere, like on the floor. Hopefully
nah, Mankind lives in the Boiler Room, dude. He's gonna fucking massacre Big Show, just like he beat The Undertaker.
I mean, if you look at Mankind, that fool just looks like he smells like ass.
Dude, Mankind is a saint. He is Mrs. Foley's baby boy.
Well, tell him to take a shower.
It's too far.
Ew.
What? What do you think I said?
Soon. I'll be retired soon.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is over. Syed, you can come back now.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done talking oldies.
Sounds good, guys. Hey, it was a good conversation. I was letting you guys, go off.
That little tangent.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what? That's pretty much it for this week's episode. It was a bit heavy on the heavy side, but it was kind of fun, So yeah.
A bit low key, also.
Yeah, a bit low key. Things get real, but that's how it is here. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode. But yeah, we'll see if we can get some people on next week to share some stuff about the IGWC, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Remember to treat others how you want to be treated.
Yes, sir. Kill switch.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that video, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And click on the channel to check out some more awesome videos like our movie and wrestling debates and our interviews with people like the Wrestling Classic and Jordan Jomo from the IGWC. And we are definitely looking into delivering you all some more content in the near future, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And thank you for your support.